Well, first of all, I'd like to say good evening and welcome to the 48th Annual E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame. My name's Tom Helmer. I'm the voice of the Eastern Michigan Eagles. It's a pleasure to be with you tonight. I want to say a couple thank yous real quick. Jessica Netziba is here. She helped organize this event. Jessica, how about a big yes? I told Kathy Steiner not to duck out, but Kathy Steiner overseeing the food for tonight. The food was great. Big hand for Kathy Steiner. And our brand new women's basketball coach is here, Sahar Nusebe, and the basketball team. So welcome. On behalf of Eastern Michigan University, it's my privilege to welcome you to our annual celebration of EMU's most distinguished former letter winners. This year's induction class is remarkable because of the impact they've had on their sport, EMU Athletics and the Mid-American Conference. I'm very excited to be here tonight to celebrate the induction of 4 very worthy, exceptional individuals. In addition, we'll also recognize Hall of Famer member and longtime supporter Jack Brusewitz for his service to EMU Athletics and the E-Club. The Athletic Hall of Fame has a 48-year rich history of inducting over 300 former student athletes. We're excited to have some of the past inductees here tonight. We ask that you please stand and be recognized. If you've been inducted into the Hall of Fame, that's you. Stand up so we can. Always good to see you back on campus. Also at this time, I'd like to recognize all former recipients of the Ron Oestrike Distinguished Service Award. Please stand and be recognized. Yeah. I know Streets has been here a long time because he's standing for everything I'm saying. Yeah, we'll keep it going. Before we continue with tonight's induction, it's important to recognize key EMU contributors and special guests that are in attendance tonight. Please welcome President Dr. James Smith and Dr. Connie Rule Smith. Vice President and Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Scott Weatherby. Vice President and Secretary to the Board of Regents, Vicky Rayoum. Vice President for Advancement and Executive Director of the EMU Foundation, Mahir Salah. Maher. I did that last year too, didn't I? I get nervous up here. I'm not used to talking in front of people. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. Next, I'd like to introduce the leader of a special group that is very passionate about EMU athletics, Hall of Fame member and current E-Club president, Andrew Wella. There he is.
All right, thank you, Tom. So, good evening. The E-Club is proud to present the Hall of Fame induction ceremony and all of tonight's honoree. The E-Club Alumni Chapter is chartered by the EMU Alumni Association and is composed of former student athletes. We serve our great university in athletics by promoting and preserving the tradition, pride, and loyalty among all teams and individuals. We recognize the outstanding academic achievements among our current EMU student athletes through the IPSI Awards and assist the athletic department in awarding varsity jackets to our first-time letter winners. Our biggest accomplishment and the reason we're gathered here tonight is to celebrate our tremendous athletic success through the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame. At this time, I'd like to point out our fairly new Hall of Fame display. It prominently features all 302 Hall of Fame members, and as you can see, we will have plenty of room for future induction classes and to highlight EMU's amazing athletic history with the most exceptional athletes, coaches, and administrators. There's an interactive kiosk as well in the front. It's set up so you can select any Hall of Fame member to view any information, including their biography, and Hall of Fame video preserving the history of all our Hall of Fame members. We also have our Ron Oestrike Distinguished Service Award display on the side over there. This award is given to anyone with outstanding service to EMU Athletics and the E-Club. In addition to the Hall of Fame, the E-Club is invested in EMU, our student athletes, and former letter winners. At this time, I'd like to recognize our hardworking board members that make all of this possible. All E-Club Board of Directors, please stand and be recognized. There we go, we got Howard, we got Eric. Hey, thanks Jim, Sharon. I would also like to thank another important board, the Alumni Association Board of Directors, who charters the E-Club. Thank you for your continued support. In addition to the Alumni Association, I would like to thank EMU Athletics for their support of the E-Club and for being true partners in planning and executing tonight's event. Thank you. All right, enough of me talking. So on behalf of the E-Club and all former letter winners, I would like to congratulate the class of 2024. Tonight you will join a legendary group of EMU athletes. I'm honored to be here tonight to congratulate you and thank you for your hard work and dedication to lay the footprints for future student athletes. Thank you and God bless.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Our next speaker is Vice President and Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Scott Weatherby. Scott's been with EMU since 2017 and has made huge fundamental changes to this university. All you gotta do is look out the window, look into the arena. He's been incredible for Eastern Michigan University. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Athletic Director, Scott Weatherby.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. This is awesome. Isn't this great? We look out, we're in the George Gervin GameAbove Center in our updated Hall of Fame. We even added E's onto the end here this year. It's a great Block E Friday for all of us, and just really excited that you're all here. You know, it's something that I did want to mention and kind of brag on my team is our fundraising efforts this year. And we spend a lot of time and energy on our facilities. We spend a lot of time and energy on our student athlete experience. And so to go along with the student athlete experience and the facility improvements, we wanted to highlight that we raised over $14 million in commitments just this past year. We have nearly 1,000 donors to athletics, and obviously I want to thank GameAbove for their commitment to our golf program this past year with a $7 million plus commitment, and that's on top of the newly opened GameAbove Golf Performance Center, which was an $8 million project that we started back in 2019 that finally came to fruition here in January. And then, on top of their gift, Max Crosby actually kicked this all off. And a lot of you know Max is dominating with the Raiders right now. Had 2 more sacks this weekend, so I keep a tally going. He's at 3 in 2 games so far. And he kicked this whole thing off last fall. And I met with him and asked him for a lead gift and wanted to name the field after him. And so we did Raider Gray. People ask, it's Raider Gray for his $1 million gift that got it started. And then on top of that, Phil Incarnati came in and said, I'll give you $2.5 million. And then we had 2 track stars, or 2 former track athletes, Dan McClory and Keith Moore, step up and match Max's gift of $1 million each. So if you're doing the math, that's 5 7-figure gifts in about a 6-week span this past fall. And so just really want to say thank you to all those groups. And if I could, have my GameAbove group and my CAB, my Championship Advisory Board Committee group that are here, if you could stand just so we can say thank you and give you a round of applause. All right, and so, the past couple years we've been adding to this E-Club Hall of Fame, and to me it looks great. I apologize that it's a little warm. This is an atrium. It was not built to have big functions, but we make it work, and then now with you should be up here with the bright lights. It even gets a little warmer. But now with the video board being able to be displayed, having the classes, having a touch screen, you can go through and see it all. And this year we relocated the Oestrike Award, which I can't even see, but over on the wall, which Andrew mentioned, and just really excited about having that. And then we get to have Jack's beautiful face added to it with his black tie. But I will say that none of our Hall of Fame stuff would have been able to happen and have all of these improvements if it wasn't for a couple that I always like to recognize. Now they may feel embarrassed a little bit, but I like to always recognize them. So will Howard and Luann Booth stand up for me, and so we could say thank you. Where are they at? In the very back. I'll have a conversation with Jessica so we don't send you all the way in the back. They were our lead gift and really, really pushed us. They actually gave us a gift once, and then we couldn't quite get enough to pull it all off, and so they came back and said, well, what do we need to do to push this thing over the edge? And so I really appreciate their help because it looks so much better in here. And if you get a chance, just under the E by the door is our recognition plaque of everybody that donated to the Hall of Fame and that contributed to all the improvements that we have made here in this area. So I just wanted to mention that, and obviously thank our E-Club and Andrew Wellick for their time, support, and energy with the Hall of Fame and doing this. It's been a great partnership. It's an honor for me to be here in front of so many of our former greats, and it is an honor to lead this athletics department. We work extremely hard to create a great culture, provide a great student-athlete experience. We've continued to thrive in the classroom, take a lot of pride in our community service, and provide, also winning MAC championships. So this past year, we won number 158, which is the most in the Mid-American Conference, and we're very proud of that. So we can give it up for that. We went to a bowl game for the 6th time in 8 years and our 3rd consecutive, and we're on our way to trying to make it 4 in a row and 7 out of 9. We will continue to give relentless effort and strive to make each of you proud, try to carry on the legacy that you've set, and we are building champions in the classroom, in the community, and in competition. And I know the president will hit on a couple of those things here in a minute. But I like to say we are building champions for life, and we're really working hard to be champions like those that are being inducted today. I do want to thank Jessica Netziba, and I also want to thank Sam Spicer for putting this together and managing everybody. Greg Steiner and his group doing all the video and audio stuff. And then obviously Kathy Steiner, which I know Tom had recognized everybody, but I want to make sure I give my shout outs. And then I'll finish up here and turn it over to the president. So I'm thrilled to welcome the Hall of Fame class of 2024. It is great to be here to celebrate each of your accomplishments, and you truly are the best of the best. I love to celebrate events like this that allow us to look back at our history and our tradition of Eastern Michigan athletics. And it is individuals like you that inspire us to build champions every day. And as members of the E-Club Hall of Fame, you are among the most decorated and accomplished student athletes to ever wear the green and white. And you represent the class, the pride, the success that we ultimately aspire to achieve every day. In this class, we have captains, record holders, Sweet 16 participant, and All-American, both team and individual MAC champions. We have professional basketball players, both men and women, and former Major League Baseball player. It's a pretty good class. And now they get to add to this list of accomplishments as EMU Hall of Famers. From the entire athletic department, we say thank you and congratulations to Kory, to Tavelyn, to Matt, and to Gina. This night is about you and for you, and I hope you and your guests have a great time tonight and enjoy the game tomorrow. And on a personal note, I wanted to congratulate Matt on your induction. I've appreciated your friendship and support since the first day I arrived. You've been extremely supportive of me, our department, and the university. Matt's been a member of our Champions Advisory Board, and I'm proud to call him a friend. So Matt, I just wanted to say thank you to you and Danielle for all you've done for EMU, and to say congratulations as well. So, all right, with that, and by the way, I have no vote, so I didn't get to vote for this. So he didn't buy his way in. He truly deserves it. Trust me. Trust me. Our athletics department is extremely lucky to have a president that is as engaged as Dr. Smith. Jim and his wife, Connie, attend as many sporting events as they can, and I'd love to just publicly thank President Smith and probably our biggest cheerleader, Connie, for their support, and it means a lot to me and our student athletes, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And so it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you my friend who is also my boss, the president of Eastern Michigan University, Dr. James Smith.
So those of you who have good observational skills, Tom Helmer came running up the steps when he was to speak. You will not see me run up or run down the steps this evening. But thank you, Scott, for the introduction, and thank you all for being here. And yes, we did pay our heat bill. As Scott said, this is a building with lots of glass and probably not designed, other than the big-ass fan back there, and that truly is the name of the company, big-ass fan. It is not designed to be heating and cooled as we do when we have events like this. I want to echo a couple things Scott said, and I will try to be brief, but no president really is. I will try to do my best. Scott's been with us 7 full years. He's into his 8th year. I've been here 8 full years, and we're into our 9th year. Scott and I both heard very early in our time here, no one's ever raised money at Eastern. No one ever will raise money at Eastern, so stop running your head into a wall. Scott, thank you for continuing to run that head right into the wall. I think you can see from the Morris gift and to the Incarnati gift and to Max's gift, just looking out this window, what a difference it makes when we have donors who believe in what we're doing. You see that by the wall that's here. You see it, by the way, every time George sees the statue, he tells me it gets better looking. I said, yeah, George, but it looks like you maybe a couple years before now. And he didn't dispute that argument. What we do with student athletes every day, what Scott's team does with student athletes every day is truly amazing. We ask them to juggle athletics, academics, training, homework, and volunteering. They're outstanding role models for our campus. They're active in the classroom. In some cases, our student teams have grade point averages greater than any other group in their given class. And I remind faculty of that often, that when we recruit an athlete for sport X, Y, or Z, we're also recruiting one of the very best academic students they have in their classroom. They also come to us from all over the world. I did a little looking this morning. We have athletes from Hanover, Germany, Wellington, New Zealand, St. Catherine, Jamaica, Iwira, Okra, Nigeria, the home of the world's largest yam festival. I know you all want to know that and you want to take that home with you, but we have students who also live near Mason, Ohio, Botkins, Ohio, Freeland, Michigan, Pontiac, Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan. We bring students here to do what they love to do, but they also continue to make us a better place to do what all of us do. They did 6,400 hours of community service last year. That was 800 hours more than they did the previous year. They painted dugouts for Washtenaw County Parks and Rec. They made blankets for the elderly who are in extended care facilities. They made blankets by tying together, my wife's looking at me, she knows I have no idea how they do this, but they tie together fabric and make these really very cool blankets. They did 75 of them for the elderly who live here in Washtenaw County. If you would join me, and I know there are not a lot of students with us, but maybe in absentia, join me in a round of applause for all that they do to our campus, to and for our campus. I would be remiss not to say that none of this happens without great board leadership, and we're blessed to have two of our former chairs here. Chair Wilbanks is right here off to my right, and Chair Webb is off here to my left. I can't tell you that one has better behavior than the other. Maybe Kathy Webb might be able to give us some insights on this, but their leadership has been fundamental to athletics over the years. So please join me in recognizing our two chairs. So on behalf of all of us, I want to thank the E-Club as well. I want to thank their board of directors. I want to congratulate the individuals who are here before us on screen. I did say at a tailgate last week, surprisingly, Jack Brusewitz and I might have been having a beer at this tailgate. I said, Jack, I think I'll do a little bit of a roast. And he said, Doc, I kind of thought you were smart. I speak after you. So I will not do a roast. I will just say congratulations to our inductees and to Jack for his award. I do want to echo Scott's comment that the black tie look there is impressive, Jack. You look the part. So congratulations to the 5 individuals that we'll be celebrating here in just a moment. And then I want to conclude with just 2 more things that you may all know, but it really is part of the change of our campus. When we talk to students about coming to Eastern, one of the things that we heard time and time again was, your housing just doesn't meet our expectations. We want X, we want Y, we want Z. I'm pleased to tell you that as of about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we have closed all the deals on $200 million plus in remodeling or rebuilding every residence hall space on campus. They are now all air conditioned, they have all high-speed internet, and I believe that we have jumped over that hurdle, if you will, in that we have done the very best we can to provide them for the very best learning environment. There are so many other things going on campus. I could go for a long, long period of time, but I will not. I encourage you, if you've not been around campus, if you've not seen the inside of campus, to take the opportunity to do that. Campus changes really every about 6 months, and we're going to continue to do that. If any of you lived in Jones Goddard, you won't see it anymore. It is completely down. I had the opportunity to see the basement when they were decommissioning it. It was the biggest damn basement I've ever seen in my life, and it is now, the basement is filled, and we are building a park there that will be christened here fairly soon. And we also have Brown Munson that's coming down now, and in a few weeks, in a few months, we'll have both of those as green space on campus. Again, requests that students have had for us of things they want us to do on their behalf. So thank you all very much. Congratulations to our inductees. Let's have a great evening.
All right, thanks, President Smith. Let's go ahead and get into our awards and then to our inductees here. So it is a great honor to introduce tonight's recipient of the Ron Oestrike Distinguished Service Award, a man who truly embodies the spirit of Eastern Michigan University and the values we hold dear. Tonight we recognize and celebrate my good friend, Jack Brusewitz, a man who has decades of service, dedication, and generosity have left an everlasting mark on EMU athletics and the broader community. I'll tell you a little bit about Jack. Jack Brusewitz is not just an alum, he is the very embodiment of the EMU spirit. A graduate of the class of 1982 with a bachelor's in marketing and a former member of our EMU men's basketball team from 1977 to 1982. Jack's journey is intertwined with the history of this university. His contributions to EMU Athletics go far beyond the court, extending into leadership roles and philanthropic efforts that have touched countless lives. Jack was inducted into the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame in 2000, a fitting recognition of his athletic achievements. But his commitment didn't stop there. His leadership and philanthropy, whether serving as a lifetime member of the E-Club, helping establish the Jack Brusewitz Basketball Endowment, or serving as one of the chairs for the Ben Braun basketball floor naming campaign, and have set a high standard for putting Eastern Michigan University first. His support has been felt throughout the university as a GameAbove board member, a former trustee of the EMU Foundation Board, and the driving force behind the championship building plan, which saw the Nutrition Center named in his honor down in the Incarnati Athletic Center. Jack has tirelessly championed the success of EMU Athletics. His countless hours of dedication and generosity have helped ensure that future generations of EMU student athletes will have the resources and opportunities they need to succeed. Tonight, we honor Jack for not only his extraordinary service, but also for the way he lives the values of this great institution, values captured in our alma mater. Jack has carried the green and white banner for Eastern Michigan, not just on the court, but in his heart wherever he goes. He has stood by EMU to see it through, ever marching on to victory, and his legacy will continue to inspire us all. The Ron Oestrike Distinguished Service Award was created to recognize individuals like Coach Oestrike have displayed a lifetime of commitment, loyalty, and pride to Eastern Michigan University. Jack Brusewitz epitomizes these ideals, and through his relentless dedication and deep passion for EMU, he has followed great leaders' footsteps and carved a path for others to follow. Jack, we want to express our deepest gratitude on behalf of the entire Eastern Michigan community. Your unwavering support, your tireless service, your enduring commitment to the values we cherish have not gone unnoticed, and we are proud to honor you tonight as the 2024 recipient of the Ron Oestrike Distinguished Service Award. My friend, Jack Brusewitz.
Thank you very much, Scott. It's wonderful to see so many familiar faces and meet some new people. It's great. First of all, I'd like to thank Scott and Jessica. You guys put on a tremendous event here, and we really appreciate that. There's so many people here that are so deserving of this. I feel very honored and privileged to come away with this, so thank you very much. One of the things that knowing Coach Oestrike, one of the things that's very, very important is competition in athletics. And I really want to congratulate these 4 inductees tonight. Obviously, Kory, really proud of you, brother. Outstanding, you really deserve it. Tavelyn, congratulations. Can't wait to talk to you later. Matt, you've helped us with the championship building plan and championship advisory board. Can't thank you enough and your service. And certainly, Gina, your accomplishments in track are outstanding. So congratulations. This is your evening, and I'm just happy that you allow me to share it in a little bit tonight. So really enjoy this evening. You really, really deserve it. So let's have a round of applause for these 4, please. President Smith and Connie, thank you. And I did try to dig up some dirt on President Smith, but you must go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night, you know? At 8:30, because there's nothing bad about you on the internet, which is hard to say for anybody, right? But thank you very much for attending. We really appreciate it, and I can't say enough about the improvements that have been done with our groups and the campus. He's right. If you haven't been to campus in a long time, not only the West Campus here, but the main campus, drive by. You're going to really like it. It's a great improvements, really is. So that's awesome. So thank you for being here. The other people I would really like to thank and honor. And I would like to thank the E-Club board, by the way, so thank you to the E-Club board, Andrew, and your board. But really, I want to focus on the past Ron Oestrike Award winners. If you could please stand again, because it's really, if you think about this award and what it means, Ron Oestrike and all the values he stood for, the loyalty, all those kind of things, please stand up. Yep. Thank you very much. You have Eric Wallin, you have Jim Streeter, Fast Eddie, and Robin. I don't know if I missed anybody. But speaking of Fast Eddie, you can't say Fast Eddie without probably having a story or two. I think my first introduction to EMU Athletics, and I don't think I've ever told Ed this story, was in 6th or 7th grade when a teacher I had a nephew on the football team. And she was telling us all about their team, and they were going to the Pioneer Bowl and all this and that. And she had a story about a quarterback who was fantastic, and a wide receiver was really, really good. I just assumed was Fast Eddie. That he caught a pass one time, didn't catch it, it caught in his face mask, and he ran in for a touchdown. Now, I have no idea if that story true or not, but in football practice, the next week or two, we drove the coaches crazy because that's how we tried to run that play all the time. It never worked, and it's probably why I had a few concussions, but anyway, Ed, it's great, and really appreciate your friendship. We don't know why he's called Fast Eddie, but I think I do. You think it's because he's a wide receiver with good speed, but we come from the same part of the east side of Detroit, and our high schools play each other a lot, so we have a wager on every game that we play. And so it's Roseville, De La Salle every time. And I win every single time. So whether it's a couple beers, whether it's a sandwich, whatever the case may be. So I'm up like 17,000 sandwiches at this point in time. When I go to collect, he's never around. So I think that's where his true name came from, you know? It could be. But anyway, good to see you again, Ed. I really appreciate you being here. We have also, Coach Oestrike was a very, very special person, and he had a passion for EMU that was second to none. You know, he could have gone to a lot of places, decided to stay here. When they needed an interim athletic director time and time again, he did what was necessary. He jumped in different roles, he competed at the highest level, he did everything that was necessary. And that's something that is very, very special, and that loyalty that you had with Coach Oestrike resonated throughout the campus. And hopefully we can continue that legacy that he had moving forward. You know, as an example, there's two women here, Robin, who just stood up, and Angie Fielder right here, two softball Hall of Famers. They're strong, loyal supporters, yet we don't have softball anymore. You know, that's very impressive. That is something that, if you want to know what loyalty is to Eastern Michigan, you can look at those two women, and that's what it is right there. You know, so that's something that we should be really proud of, to have people like that associated with our campus and our school. There's many, many deserving people for this award. And really, it's not about me, because none of this can happen without a group of people, but I want to share this award with two groups. And Scott mentioned them both, and I'm extremely proud to be involved with both of them. Champion Advisory Board, and there's some people here from the Champions Advisory Board, obviously, and also the GameAbove. And so Scott already talked about it, but if you look at what this campus has done with the grassroots efforts from the Champions Advisory Board, and then the significant contributions from GameAbove and the strategies there, it's second to none for many campuses around the country that you can speak of. There's campuses that are trying to copy what we've done, and there's a number of them that are trying, they're having some success, and there's others that can't get it done because they don't have the right people. And so please give a hand to both the Champions Advisory Board and the GameAbove once again, because it's tremendous what they're doing. And I'm just really honored again to be part of both groups, what they're doing. You know, Champions Advisory Board, we've been doing it now 10 years. Michigan State started something, we copied that a little bit, put our own spin on it. I don't think they're doing it much anymore. but we continue to move in that direction. And of course, Keith Stone and GameAbove, and I'll introduce Khalid in a second here, that what we're doing is, again, like I said, second to none. But buildings, moving out of track, doing all these things are wonderful, but the real true asset for Eastern Michigan are the people. The people are what make this. I hope our coaches in the audience, when you show your student athletes, your recruits around, yeah, that's fine and great, but that becomes keeping up with the Joneses. That becomes like raising money all the time. We don't know if we can compete in that all the time. It's the people. So please tell your recruits, or introduce your recruits to the people for Eastern Michigan, whether it's at a football game, basketball game, whether it's on campus, whatever it might be. It's the people here that are special. I travel to colleges and universities all around the country for work. And I can tell you, we have the best people. We have the best supporters. We just need more of them. So if you haven't been a supporter, please step in. If you can give some time, give some money, this is what we need. I just want to highlight, in my opinion, some people that have meant a lot to me. I've talked to Angie Fielder's been a great friend. She's probably mad now because we've been golf partners for 2 years in a row on a league on Tuesdays. And we came in second place 2 years in a row, and I don't think that's going to be good enough for her, you know, but that's the way it goes. You got to win. You have Regent Webb and his wife, Kathy Webb. Can't thank you enough for your friendship and everything that you've meant to EMU and what you've done. Regent Will Banks and his vision for EMU years ago. This whole building right here, his vision, right? Everything that you see right here, that stadium that Regent Webb and Regent Will Banks and some past committees worked on to make sure that we're still Division I in football. The golf course, Eagle Crest, all these visions from the university from years past that people are continually enjoying right now is a vision of these gentlemen here. That is pretty impressive, you know. We have some other gentlemen here, Tim DeWitt, who's a good friend of mine, actually went to school here with George Gervin, and he flew that green and white flag, our green and white flag, in Lansing for his entire career, just retired, and probably not an easy thing to do at times, but he was a staunch supporter, and I really appreciate your support and help and friendship. Mark Lee, not only a classmate of mine, but former student body president, current professor, doing quite a bit. I'm glad you're here to support as well, you know. Khalid Walton, Khalid is, you know, obviously doing yeoman's work for GameAbove. Can't thank you enough for you and your friendship and what you're doing here. And we have certainly a ton of basketball guys here. Coach Stan Heath, ton of basketball guys, and I'm sure Kory will talk about them, I would hope. But one gentleman I'd like to point out that's you know, the best in the world is Anthony Tomey. Anthony Tomey, please stand. You're the best. No, please stand. You're the best. Scott and President talk about the epitome of a EMU alumnus and what they're doing out, not only with their family, with their church, with their community, with other nonprofits for EMU, and he's doing it all. And you're an inspiration to many. I'm proud to call you my brother, and can't thank you enough, and I really appreciate you, just so you know. Yep. So please, do what you can to help the university. These student athletes of the future need your help. We can't really compete unless you can give your time, money, or both. And we're gonna need that, and we're gonna need that. And if you can't do it, maybe you can find somebody that can. So please, do what you can. I wanna thank everybody for coming here tonight. I wanna thank the inductees once again, and please have a great evening. Thank you.
Yeah, big standing ovation. Thank you, Jack. Well deserved. Well, it is time now to showcase the Hall of Fame class of 2024 and celebrate their achievements. First up, we honor Kory Hallas, an EMU basketball legend. Not yet, Kory. Hold up, Kory. Hold up a second. We got to praise you a little bit. We got to roll into it a little bit. He'll be up here in just a second, but first, we want you to check out this video. Graduating in 2001, Kory Hallas was a 4-year letter winner for the EMU men's basketball team from 1988 to 1992. His leadership and skill were evident as he became the leading scorer of the 1991-92 team with 429 points, averaging an impressive 20 points per game. Kory's stellar performance earned him all Mid-American Conference first team honors in 1991-92 and honorable mention recognition in 1989-90. He was also a key member of the 1990-91 EMU Sweet 16 team, an historic achievement for the program. He ranks 13th in the 1,000 point club with 1,464 points and sits 9th all-time with 743 rebounds. Kory led the team in rebounds for the 1991-92 and 1989-90 seasons with 226 and 201 respectively. In the EMU all-time top 10 record books, Kory is prominent with 567 field goals made, 1,229 field goal attempts, and 122 games played. After his remarkable collegiate career, Kory went on to play professionally in Spain and Europe. He also represented Team Canada at the 1994 World Championships, leading the team in scoring. Kory's passion for basketball extended beyond playing. He founded the Naismith 3-on-3 tournament in his hometown of Ottawa, Canada, fostering a love for the game in his community. In 2023, Kory was honored with his own star on the Dr. James Naismith Canada's Walk of Fame Hometown Stars, a fitting tribute to his contributions to basketball. Kory Hallas' legacy at EMU and his achievements on the international stage reflect his dedication, talent, and love for the game. We celebrate Kory Hallas, an EMU basketball icon, as he is being inducted into the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kory Hallas. You're on, buddy.
Wow. Joe, you're right. I didn't think I could imagine. I couldn't imagine something like this, first of all. I'd like to congratulate the fellow inductees, Tavelyn, Matt, and Gina. Incredible accomplishments. I've had a look at your careers. Incredible. They had to bring somebody old to break the ice. Brought me back, so I'm going to do my best. I have a lot of guests here, and I'm going to just focus. I'm going to ask people to stand up. First of all, Jessica said if I was funny, I could go on longer, so I'm just getting warmed up here. As you saw in the video, I take a lot of bad pictures, This is the era before digital, when everybody looked really, really good. Now, back in my days with my teeth and everything else, until friends of mine got my teeth done, I was kind of funny looking. I look much better now, and I wouldn't have such a pretty wife if I didn't get fixed up a bit. So, I appreciate that. First of all, I'd like to thank Eastern Michigan for giving me this incredible honor, for remembering somebody from 36 years ago. When I came here, it was 1988. My mom and dad dropped me off in a gray Chrysler K car. It had power windows. In the back seat, all my luggage, all my belongings were in that car. Mr. President, I'm going to tell you, Brown Munson was very hot and there was no air conditioning, okay? Further, we played in a stadium called Bowen Fieldhouse. Much different from these confines that we have now today. And I will say, in 33, 36 years, much, much has changed. I couldn't be more proud of my time at Eastern, especially the 91 team. At my table, two of my great teammates, Carl, Joe, please stand up. Come on, you know me, I don't like talking. Stand up, please. These two guys, as well as Kevin and Darren, please stand up. We're gonna do some stand-up stuff. Tom showed me this. You don't get up here without everybody out there. I have 52 guests here today, and that was my number in high school, 52. My number in college was 32 because I like to be magic, but Ben wouldn't let me dribble the ball. Well, speaking of Ben, he did call me and he said, congratulations, I always knew you were a Hall of Famer. And he said, ironically, he goes, you know, Kory, if I had known I had all these Hall of Famers on my team, Carl, Charles, Lorenzo Neely, and now myself, we would have done a lot better. I didn't say anything. No, but Ben, the time Ben, Keith Dambrot recruited me from Akron, Ohio, and I was just a kid from Almont, as we say. Just a kid from Almont, which is a little town outside of Ottawa. It's the birthplace of Dr. James Naismith. I owe everything in my life to basketball. My family, my business, everything I have was because I had the opportunity to play professionally overseas, experience a world that I never would have happened had I not come to Eastern and had great coaching that trained me for 4 years. So, doesn't matter where you're from. It matters how big you dream and what you do with those dreams. So I can see what Eastern has done, Jack, what Mr. President, what you've done with this campus in 33 years is incredible. You can't look out the window now, but when I did look out that window, I can barely look out that window, and Carl can't either. We just look this way most of the time because we used to run, and I'm going to do a little campus tour with my friends from Bowen Fieldhouse. The warm-up was to run here, which is about 2.5 kilometers. But when we got here, man, those stadium steps, the track that's no longer there, Stan, I got ideas for you, man. We worked our tails off. And the 91 team, I remember saying to Ben after we won the Sweet 16, I said, Ben, you better get a bigger banner because I don't know when we're going to be back here again, but one day Eastern's going to be back here again. I promise you that, and I hope to see it. So thank you for your time. Oh, one more thing. Grayson, please stand up. Grayson, run up here with that picture, please. I forgot about this. Quick, son. Quick. You're not that slow. Let's go. And Jessica, I don't know how. Sometimes I plan some things, but I don't know. I planned this one. Would you tear that open, son? This is my son, and he might be playing here one day. So Grayson's gonna show you a picture, and I brought it because a long time ago, when Grayson was about 3, he was in my basement, and he found this picture. Jim Streeter gave it to me. Don't be that careful. Here, hold that up, bud. And if you look, I told him, he goes, Dad, he was only 3, he goes, Dad, who's that? And it's Rory Wallace. And he goes, no, it's not, Dad, that's you. I said, no, take a look at the picture, look at the funny face, it's Rory Wallace. So he's gonna pass that around, you can have a look at it. I've got the best ability to make messed up faces, but he's better looking than me, and he won't make them when he's here. You'll get the right pictures, the right shots. But that was at the Sweet 16. I like the picture a lot because I couldn't really jump. You can't see I'm only 4 inches off the ground. And of course, I'm not quite blocking this shot, but there's a whole bunch of people in the background, and Joe Fraser's not there mugging for the camera just yet. So, thank you very much, Eastern, for this incredible honor. Much appreciated.
Congratulations, Kory. Our second inductee, Tavelyn James, is an extraordinary player whose legacy in EMU women's basketball program is unmatched. Here is her video. Graduating in 2012, Tavelyn was a four-year letter winner for the EMU women's basketball team from 2008 to 2012. Her impact was immediate, being named to the Mid-American Conference freshman team in her first season. Tavelyn's excellence on the court was recognized with 3 first-team All-MAC selections and 8 MAC Player of the Week honors throughout her career. She also shone academically, earning MAC Scholar Athlete of the Week twice and All-MAC academic team honors in 2009-2010. As a senior, Tavelyn led EMU to the 2012 MAC Championship, earning MAC All-Tournament team honors twice and being named MAC Tournament MVP. Her stellar play that season also earned her the MAC's Player of the Year award. Tavelyn's exceptional skills earned her national recognition, being named Associated Press All-American Honorable Mention, WBCA All-American Honorable Mention, and an All-Region nominee in 2011-2012. She also received the prestigious Francis Pomeroy Naismith Award in 2012. In 2011, Tavelyn made history as the first EMU and MAC student athlete to represent the USA women's basketball team at the Pan American Games in Guadalajara, Mexico. Tavelyn finished her career with an EMU all-time record of 2,470 points, holding many top 10 MAC and EMU individual and career records in offensive categories. She also made 463 free throws, 863 field goals, and 291 three-point baskets. After her collegiate career, Tavelyn played professionally for 5 seasons, representing the WNBA and teams in Israel, Slovenia, France, Sweden, and Iceland. In 2023, Tavelyn was honored by being named to the inaugural class of the George Gervin GameAbove Center Arena Ring of Honor, solidifying her legacy in AMU basketball history. Tavelyn James' dedication, talent, and achievements have left an indelible mark on EMU women's basketball. We celebrate Tavelyn James, an EMU basketball icon, as she's being inducted into the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tavelyn James.
I'm going to prevent from crying. I'm going to try. First, I think I'll help prevent from crying by telling Jack my name is Tavelyn, not Tavelyn. I fought hard for that name. No problem. It reminds me of there was a woman who used to clean here in the Convocation Center. And I remember my teammates, they came to me like, Tavelyn, there's this lady, come. Come up the stairs. So there was a lady that was cleaning, and they were like, Tavelyn, is there a Pamela on our team? And I was like, I mean, not that I know of. It was like, they said she's the best player on the team. And I was like, well, who is she talking about? It was like, her name, Pamela James. I said, wait, me? And I remember seeing her one day, we had practice, and I came in, she was like, Pamela, you are the best player I ever seen. I said, my name is Tavelyn. And she was like, I've been saying your name wrong for 4 years straight. And she was one of the best people like that worked at the Convocation Center, so I really, really appreciated her. This is my baby. Her name is Jacelyn. You wanna say hi? Say hi. Say hi. My time at Eastern was very different. I agree with Kory. No air conditioners in the dorms at all. I had my Walmart fan in the window, and it worked out well for us. It's a pretty difficult time. I guess the two people that I would really wish to be here, my mom passed away in 2020, so she's unable to be here. And then my sister, who's my backbone, she actually had emergency surgery last night. So she's unable to be here. But like all of you ladies and gentlemen and esteemed guests and fellow athletes, it is with immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you today as a Hall of Fame inductee at Eastern Michigan University. Reflecting on my journey, I am reminded of the unpredictable nature of life, from my humble beginnings as a cheerleader to discovering my passion for basketball. Little did I know that this sport would not only take me around the world, but also shape me into the person I am today. Whew. I'll definitely say that Coach Gilbert, she stood out as a tough mentor who pushed me beyond my limits, instilling in me qualities that proved invaluable in my journey to adulthood. I mean, she made me tough as shit. She did. And I appreciate it. As I got older, I was able to say all of these tough times that I faced through basketball, through life, through school, I always look back like, okay, I used to hate running that 3 miles, but I see why she made us do it. So now I feel like without her, I probably wouldn't be the person that I am, or even the mother that I am, because it makes it a lot easier for me to take on difficult things now. And the challenges that I faced at Eastern definitely taught me resilience, passion, courage, and the importance of teamwork and leadership. I am forever grateful for these lessons learned on and off the court, shaping me into the fearless individual ready to tackle any obstacle. Even though we may not speak or visit each other daily, thank you to my teammates. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Desiree. Thank you, Raven. Your friendship means a lot to me.
I stayed down.
There you go. Whew. Olivia, thank you for getting all the rebounds. Desiree, thank you for passing the ball to me. Tasha, thank you for showing up when I didn't. Raven, thank you for cheering me on from the bench. I appreciate it. Definitely without you guys, I would not have been the player that I became. I always used to tell you guys that without you, it was no me. So without you guys doing everything that you did on the court and knowing your strengths, I wouldn't have been the player that I was. Whew. And to my family, thank you all for coming. I appreciate that. I know sometimes things are last minute, and you took the time out to be here with me today. And especially to my sister Shauna and my late mother, your love and encouragement have been pillars of my strength. Shauna, thank you for always supporting me through any and everything life has thrown my way. You took on a role as a mother that many may have, but you've mastered it in many ways that one may have not. I know it has not always been easy, but I appreciate your presence, and I am unsure what I would have done without you being there every step of the way. And the advice that I have for you is stop taking on the weight of the world. I appreciate you for everything that you do for me daily. And last but not least, to my daughter, Jacelyn, who embodies the future and the legacy that I am honored to pass on. I wish you much success on your path you take, knowing I'm right by your side to assist you through anything. Hoping basketball will catch your eye. Just know you'll never need to beat me, compete with me, or follow me. Be better than mommy. Thank you all for being a part of this incredible journey. Eastern will forever hold a special place in my heart, and I'm eternally grateful for this prestigious honor. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Tavelyn. That was awesome. Next up, please join me as we celebrate the remarkable career of an EMU baseball standout who made a significant impact both on and off the field. Let's roll the film on Matt Shoemaker. Graduating cum laude in 2008, this three-year letter winner for the EMU baseball team from 2006 to 2008 left an indelible mark on the program. In 2007, Matt Shoemaker saved 14 games for EMU, earning all Mid-American Conference second-team honors. He repeated this recognition in 2008. That year, he tied for fifth in NCAA Division I in saves, setting the EMU single-season record in the process. As a junior, Shoemaker accumulated 6 wins with a 4.47 ERA in 15 games, including 2 complete games. His outstanding performance earned him academic All-MAC honors in 2008. Graduating from EMU after his junior year, he forewent his final year of college eligibility. By then, Matt was already ranked 18th in career ERA at 4.33. In 2011, he represented the USA national baseball team in the Baseball World Cup and Pan American Games, winning the silver medal. Signing with the Angels as a free agent, he pitched in minor league baseball through 2013, making his MLB debut that year. In August 2014, he was named the American League Rookie of the Month and Pitcher of the Month, finishing second in AL Rookie of the Year voting after the season. Shoemaker has pitched in parts of 9 big league seasons for the Los Angeles Angels, Toronto Blue Jays, and Minnesota Twins. Professionally, he recorded a 46-47 win-loss record, a 4.24 ERA, and 580 strikeouts. His journey from EMU to the major leagues is a testament to his dedication, talent, and hard work. We are proud to honor this EMU baseball legend and induct Matt Shoemaker into the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Shoemaker.
Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna be a little more emotional. All right, we'll get through it. That's fun. That's fun video to watch. Thank you guys. That's tough to watch, but also shows the journey that we all come through in life to get to where we are. But first and foremost, Scott, Jessica, everyone else involved, thank you so much for this wonderful evening. It's really incredible, and we really appreciate it. And Scott, thank you for those kind words. A little bit earlier, true friend, really appreciate that. And first and foremost, have to thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I mean, he sent his son to die on the cross for our sins. And if we just accept his free gift of salvation, we will all spend eternity in heaven. But yeah, my wife, my kids, my parents, my in-laws, my sisters here, my brother-in-law. All this is possible because of you guys as well. through all the ups and downs. We battle from young kids, come to college, get that scholarship, keep fighting. It's a roller coaster of talent, of success, of failure. For all you student athletes, any other young kids here, keep fighting and keep persevering, because the sky is the limit. You guys never know what is around that corner. And if you just keep working hard and persevere, my wife has always been in my corner, my parents always encouraging me. Times that I was ready to be done in the minor leagues. I just thought I was ready to be done just through all the failure. And they just constantly kept pushing me to drive and to persevere. And thankfully I got to play 9 years in the big leagues. And I can't thank God more for that opportunity. Also, Bill Tuscany, please stand up real quick. Bill, how many years were you here at this level university? I'm sorry? 32 years. So Bill, for those who don't know you, was our head athletic trainer. And I am so honored. He told me today, I was happy to see me. He came to this event tonight. He led us to the promised land for 2 of our years, winning championships in the MAC, keeping us all on the field. So Bill, thank you for your time here, and thank you for keeping us on the field. But once again, like I said, just have a strong base at home, have a family, have support from your friends. Like I said, without my wife, my kids, my parents in my corner, you don't know what's going to happen. And I had a great support system. They got me to where I am, and I really appreciate that. And this is for my kids, student athletes, all the adults in this room. I have a whole list of hundreds of little one-liners I've always written down that have helped motivate me through my time, from a young kid all the way to adult. But never take criticism, never listen to criticism from somebody you would not take advice from. Because in life, whatever you seek, you'll find. If you seek negativity and pain, you'll find it. But if you seek happiness, joy, love, and greatness, you will find it. So stay determined, keep fighting, go for those championships, keep improving. Sky's the limit. Once again, Scott, Eastern Michigan University, E-Club, everyone involved, thank you guys so much for this wonderful honor. We really appreciate it.
Congratulations, Matt. Yeah, stand up for him. Tremendous baseball career. Tonight, we celebrate the outstanding achievements of Gina Tempro, a true legend in Eastern Michigan University's track and field history. Here is her video. Gina competed for the EMU women's track and field indoor and outdoor teams from 1981 to 1985. Her remarkable talent and determination led her to become a 6-time Mid-American Conference individual champion in the 100 and 60-meter hurdles. This includes 2 indoor and 4 outdoor titles. Gina was also an essential member of 3 MAC championship relay teams, contributing to victories in the 4x200, 4x100, and sprint medley relay teams, earning her a total of 9 MAC championship crowns. She earned outdoor All-MAC first-team honors 6 times, a testament to her consistent excellence on the track. Gina's legacy is cemented in EMU's all-time top 10 record books, where she appears twice as an individual in the indoor 60-meter hurdles with a time of 8.36 seconds, and the 100-meter hurdles with a time of 13.49 seconds. In 1984, Gina set the Western Michigan Reed Fieldhouse record for the 55-meter hurdles with a blazing 7.9 seconds, a record that still stands. Her prowess on the track earned her NCAA All-American status in 1982 for the outdoor 100-meter high hurdles, further showcasing her elite abilities. Gina was also a vital member of the 1982 outdoor track and field MAC championship team, contributing to the team's overall success. Gina Tempro's extraordinary career at EMU is a shining example of dedication, talent, and hard work. Her legacy continues to inspire future generations of athletes. We're proud to honor Gina Tempro, an EMU track and field icon, on being inducted into the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gina Tempro.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Nobody could have been more surprised when I got that call that I was inducted into the Hall of Fame. I was so shocked that when Jessica called, she called twice. And the first time I didn't answer the phone because I didn't know who it was, because after so many years, I never expected anything like this. So I'm quite honored and pleased to be inducted into the EMU Hall of Fame. Thank you so much. And to go back a little further, when Jessica called, I said to her, Jessica, are you sure you have the right person? I asked her 3 times just to be sure. She said, yes, Gina, I do. I still wasn't sure. And I said to her, why me? And she went on to list all the accolades that you saw on the video, which I, quite frankly, after so many years, had put to bed and kind of forgotten all about them. But I'm very happy to be here tonight. My journey to EMU started from the small island of Barbados. There, how can I say this? I started my track career really in high school. My phys ed teacher, Miss Marlene Jones, she was the one who helped molded me to be the person to be in the track community that I am right now. I said to her a couple weeks before I came here, I said to her, how in God's name did I started out running the hurdles? And she said to me, well, one day we were at a track meet and there was no one to run the hurdles and you volunteered. And thinking back, I know I was crazy because who would volunteer to challenge 10 unmovable objects on the track? But I did it. She also said I volunteered for the 400 meters. That I have no recollection of, because I knew if I ran the 400 meters today, I would need oxygen. So I did, so that was it. I would like to thank my mom. She's no longer here with me today, physically, but in spirit she is. She was the type of person who always supported me. She didn't come to see me perform, but she always made sure I got a way to get there and get back home. I would also like to thank my family members. Some of them are here with me tonight. I'm very grateful for them. Thank you so much for coming. My son, thank you. And I would also like to thank my former athletics club coach. His name was Tony Lovell, and he was instrumental in helping me get to EMU on the island of Barbados. I also had some colleagues from my hometown that were already here, 2 gentlemen by the name of Joseph Codrington, and then there was David, Joseph, I'm so happy that he's here tonight along with his wife, so thank you so much for coming. Joseph was also instrumental in getting me here also because he put out the word on what EMU wanted, who they wanted, and my name was put into people's ears, and I was here. So thanks for EMU for having me. Lucy Parks was the director at that time. Dennis Folletti was the head coach, and Bob was the assistant coach. They were all very helpful in getting me settled and getting me organized into the university. And I would also like to thank my former teammates who were very, very, very helpful. They were encouraging, supportive, and we had a very good team, and I very much enjoyed my time here at EMU. So thank you so much, and I'm good, and congratulations to my fellow inductee, and I'm very honored to be in the group with you.
She said, I was so nervous. You did fantastic. We're here to celebrate you, nothing to be nervous about. It's your life. Thank you, Gina. Congratulations. Before we move and officially welcome these four into the Hall of Fame, we've got a special acknowledgement from our friends across the river in Almont, Ontario. Please welcome to the stage Kevin Hickey, Kevin Lee, and Kory Hallas' children. Yes! I can tell by Kory's expression he doesn't know what's happening here. Who's going to lead the charge here? Okay, all right.
Hi, brother. Hi, everyone. Sorry. I'm not much of a public speaker, so I'll be quick. Really honored to be here tonight to support Kory. We have Kory's kids. We'll start with Grayson, Chance, Chloe, and Ashley, and my good friend Kevin Lee. We were teammates with Kory, high school teammates. You heard Kory's speech. He's from Alumni, Ontario, the hometown of Dr. James Naismith, who was very influential in Kory's career. So we thought it very fitting that his children provide a portrait of the Naismith residence. It's called Duck on a Rock, and that's where the game of basketball all started. So kids, if you'd like to give that. Okay, we'll just hold on to that one. Ashley, Kevin, you take that one, sorry. Okay. So Kevin Lee and I both have this portrait at home, and Kory always, when he dropped by, he loved this portrait. So there you go, my man.
So this is Dr. James Naismith's home. He was born there. And the game started with his friends, because they had nothing to do in rural Almont, by throwing a rock on another rock. So when he went to Springfield, Massachusetts, Dr. James Naismith was asked to come up with a sport that would help keep athletes in shape from football to track season, Gina. So you could have been a basketball player back then. And he came up with this game to shoot it in. He said it's got to be a team game, people play together, and it started from Duck on a Rock. Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Also, the big thing though was the arc of the shot to knock the rock off, and that's where the arc in basketball came from. So there you go. So congrats, buddy. All right, thanks, guys. One more gift we'd like to give tonight is to Eastern Michigan University. We'd like to present them on behalf of Kory, Kory's family, Kory's friends, the hometown of Almont, Ontario, and the hometown of Dr. James Naismith to Eastern Michigan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's awesome.
We'll do anything for him. There's a little bit of info on.
I can't wait to see Scott and Dr. Smith fight it out to see whose office that ends up in. The basketball office. Stan's already trying to claim it. You can get on that too, Sahar.
Sorry.
Yeah.
One thing. Ashley, Jessica, thank you very much for fitting us in. She squeezed us in tonight.
Yeah.
So thanks very much, Jessica.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. That's a wonderful gift. All right, with that, it is now time to officially induct the class of 2024. At this time, I'd like Scott Weatherby and Andrew Wallach to come back up to assist in presenting the awards. And once I say your name, from this point forward, you will always have the moniker of Hall of Famer. Kory Hallas, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Tavelyn, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Just so you know, too, she wanted the basketball team here tonight, and they came here to support Tavelyn. Thank you to the women's basketball team. Matt Shoemaker, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Gina Tempro, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, why don't you guys squeeze, yeah. We'll get one up here and then we'll get some right after this. Just scoot that way a little. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for our Hall of Fame class for 2024. That concludes our induction ceremony. I'd like to thank you all for being here to witness this moment in EMU history. The class of 2024 Hall of Fame plaques will remain on the wall for a year, and at that time they'll be given to each of tonight's inductees before we induct the 2025 class. We're excited to have these 4 new inductees in the Hall of Fame. and welcome to the family, and their names are permanently etched in our history. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you for attending. Have a great night.